Clark, the speed and athleticism from these teams, that's something that'll shape this game.
Yeah, open court play, BA, and the ability to get easy buckets in transition will be on full display in this one. Help defense will have their hands full, especially because these guys have players that are so hard to contain one-on-one.
And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup, Harrison Durant in as the forwards. James Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Griffin in at the 5, down low.
You know, as a distributor and dime dropper, Harden has really got a nice eye for how to get teammates shots and does a really good job setting up a shooter.
Now here's Jackson. Leonard for 3. Durant pulls it in. Rebound by the Clippers.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Pass to George. And he banks in the layup.
And George typically capitalizes well off any pick and roll situation because he makes quick decisions and his basketball IQ is pretty high.
Now here's Durant. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And KD always in the debate over who's the top dog in this league.
And what's interesting is he doesn't really want any part of that discussion. He said, one thing I told myself, don't worry about who people say is the best player. Blocking out distractions is key to achieving greatness.
Oh, you look at Durant's resume. He's already accomplished most of the big individual honors. League MVP, Finals MVP, scoring champion.
Now here's Jackson. Leonard on the wing. Defended by Griffin. Shot by Leonard, no good. Harris on the wing. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
You know, really good to see Harris playing with that kind of confidence because, you know, these shots will only help him get better.
And George with the jam.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Here's Harden. At around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to Irving. And again, it's Brooklyn.
No trouble converting that. Great look.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 so far. George against Irving. It's George on the wing. Over Griffin. George, no good.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
And the shot's good by Irving.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Leonard shot's good.
You see how composed Leonard is close to the bucket? Knows exactly how to score at will.
And here's Harden. Pass to Durant. Out to Harris. Lets it go from deep. That shot off. And the Clippers will come the other way. Now here's George. Here's Leonard. And he converts the layup. Leonard's got his second basket of the game.
George's all-around game is very impressive, and his passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
Now here's Harden. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Harris misses. The Clippers trail. George finds Leonard. There's the 3. Gets the 3-ball to go. Leonard's got 7.
So far, he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Harden, the pass to Durant. With the drive. Oh, and again, unable to change momentum here. The Clippers have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. George's shot is off. Brooklyn's gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Durant, pass to Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
Jackson against Harden to the paint. Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
And absolutely, even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Here's George. And Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. The Nets with the lead. Durant pass to Griffin. Here's Harden, defended by Jackson. Back to Durant. Let's go with a three. It's rebounded by Zubac. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 11 so far. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
There's 45 seconds left in the opening quarter. It's Griffin, high post. And there's the rejection. Oh, stolen by Harden. Griffin right side. Shoots it from the corner. Rebound by the Clippers. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter here. The offensive rebound. Here's Zubac. Oh, can't tie it up as that one misses. And there's the foul. It's on even to Zubac. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
From deep. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. It's the Nets. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be back with you shortly. He's one of the deadliest scorers in the game today, but Kyrie Irving is aware of his defensive responsibility.
I wouldn't be able to do it without our bigs and consistent effort from our wings as well, helping me out.
Well, Irving at 6'3" has the size and quickness to defend.
And that's an area, B.A., where he's improved, but he only needs to be average defensively. His scoring is elite.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And to look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Nets.
Well, I'll tell you what, they've had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
The other thing they've done is immediately get out on the fast break. They're definitely getting some points that way.
On the floor for the Nets, Kevin Durant is out there with Bruce Brown. Then there's Patrick Mills. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Irving in at the shooting guard position.
I'll tell you, man, Irving can do many things for your ball club. But at the top of the list, he's a tremendous shooter with great range and great confidence. They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Irving, the pass to Durant. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
He is so good at drawing contact. You might remember now they changed the rules on that rip move that he perfected.
You know, if you were to hand select a player to take the last shot for you, no one would bat an eye if you chose Kyrie Irving.
Ever since his shot over Steph Curry in 2016, Irving's been a legend. And some of it's his mental approach. People say he marches to the beat of a different drum. That may help him in those big moments. Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
To the inside. Powered down after the assist. Led him to the lane.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Mills. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Jackson outside. Pass to Leonard. Inside. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Outside Mills. Leonard pulls down the board.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Irving for 3. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got 5 rebounds in the game. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Well, you want to talk about a super team. Last season, the Brooklyn Nets became the only team in NBA history to boast 6 players who made it all NBA over their career. Guys, the roster has changed just a bit, but make no mistake, this team remains loaded in a way we don't see too often.
No question, Allie. Good stuff there. Thanks. He misses the free throw. Well, at the wing position, Grant, you were one of the league's best passers. Which wing players stand out to you in that category now?
You know, I mean, it may sound arrogant of me to say this, but LeBron, Luka Doncic, guys like that who really read the floor, they understand and can pick apart defenses at any position. Those 2 are the ones that stick out the most. Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Now here's Mills, defended by Jackson. Now Mills, 6 to shoot. And again, it's the Nets missing.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Leonard, left side. Defended by Brown. It's tipped, and he gets it back. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. George passes to Leonard. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Luwawu-Cabarrot comes in for Mills.
Timothé Luwawu-Cabarrot.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Irving, the pass to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
George finds Leonard. Into the lane. The shot, no good. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. And Kawhi Leonard gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. So the Nets making a switch here. Harden's checked in.
James Harden.
Here's Durant. He's got 7. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And of course, Kevin Durant signing a big extension this summer, fresh off a gold medal for the U.S., where he was the most dominant player in the world in Tokyo. And now locked in his next 4 years with the Brooklyn Nets. A great deal for him and a great deal for his squad.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. And both free throws good for Durant.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
2 minutes remaining.
George passes to Jackson.
2 minutes.
Leonard for 3. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Zubac against Durant. And Durant slams it home.
Now, this is impressive. Durant showing you all of that creativity with that one.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Oh, my, and that That was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
And with Paul George, Grant, you know what he delivers. Very consistent in what he'll bring to each game.
I mean, the scoring is always going to be there, but his defense doesn't take a night off either. I mean, very nice and consistent production from him.
Bursting onto the scene during the 2013 Eastern Conference Finals, Paul George went head-to-head with LeBron in an epic 7-game series. PG didn't get the finals, but he did gain the respect of the basketball world.
Johnson, it's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
Another shot. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Irving, that's good.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
The Nets have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Outside Irving. Shoots over Jackson. And it's Irving missing.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Oh, stolen by Harden. Up the floor. Got a piece of it.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Leonard's shot's good.
I'll tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
And he lobs it up.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
To the middle. And Zubac with the basket on the assist by Jackson. Zubac has got 5.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Oh, it's good! He hit it!
Whoa! The heave to beat the buzzer.
Ooh, that's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Nets. They lead by 2. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks so much, guys. To a strong first half for this team. What was the mindset that gave you guys the lead?
We just have to be ourselves, just be ourselves, move the ball, play unselfish, and we're going to get ourselves an offense.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They led by 2 after the first. Scoring-wise, they broke even in the second, so little ground was lost there. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
You have to recognize their bench play. Sometimes we overlook the second unit, but tonight, the coaching staff has got to be loving this. Getting that extra boost is huge.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times the momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound really lifted them. The strong work on the glass is key.
And that does it for our halftime.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Jackson and George, they're manning the backcourt. Kawhi and Morris in at the forward slot. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Harden, the pass to Durant. Back to Harden. Fires from deep. And the Nets, another three.
You know, the foundation of Harden's offensive arsenal is his three-point shot. So I think you have to respect that and try to take it away, because otherwise you get the whole floor opened up for him, and that's a real problem.
Griffin's shot is off. Jackson against Irving. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Give him 8 points now.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's George, and the jam by George.
George can be so deadly on the drive. He's got great quickness. He sees an opening and takes it right away.
Brooklyn has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Irving for three. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Here's Harden. And Harden with the slam.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Irving against George. Down low. Boom! He jams it straight down. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Brooklyn has gone just 1 of 3 from deep since the break. Harris on the wing. Goes up on the baseline. And that one good. Harris has got 5 now.
Boy, guys, once Harris gets a little room to shoot it, he is really sweet. Automatic. Well, you look at Harden. He doesn't beat you with great speed or by playing above the rim. He wins with pace, angles, and strength. As unique a scorer as we've seen in probably the last 30, 35 years in the NBA.
And Clark Harden is also an expert at using his body as a shield for the ball.
I think it's really a good lesson out there for young players coming up, BA. Use what you have. Don't try to be somebody else. Use what you have. Don't make excuses, and then get busy putting the work in.
And the foul on Marcus Morris.
That's his third
foul so far. And we've got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Here's Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
George drives in. Oh, denied by Durant.
That extraordinary reach combined with good timing makes Durant a real threat as a shot blocker.
The Clippers have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. On the take, and the dunk by Leonard.
His hang time on the rim. It's a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Here's Durant, and it's slammed in by Durant.
Boy, with that long reach of his, so easy for KD to throw it down.
Leonard on the take. That shot off the mark. Nice D from Durant. From about 19, Harden can't hit. The Clippers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. It's tipped. Oh, Durant with a steal. Harden with it. Jackson in his pocket. For 3, here's Harris. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 5 assists in the game. The Clippers trail. Leonard outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
And it's Harris with the rebound. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time.
Kawhi Leonard.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Brooklyn has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Pass to Harden. Harris outside. He gets it in there. Now it's a 6-point Nets lead.
You know, most think of him as a deep shooter, and that's accurate, but Harris is also not shy about doing damage closer to the rim.
To the inside. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
1:06 left in the third quarter. Leonard against Harris. Ooh, stolen by Harden. Fast break, Brooklyn. He's all alone. And Griffin slams it in.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Brown passes to Durant. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Kick out to Brown. He tries for three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. It's George with the drive.
One of the great athletes in the league, and there are a bunch of them, but he's at the top of the list. Ferocity on that throwdown from Paul George.
23 seconds left in the third. Pass to Brown. There's the drive. Deflected. Leonard against Harris. Here's Jackson. It's good if it goes. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. It's the Nets. They're up by 2. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Brooklyn has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. On the floor for the Nets. Harris and Durant in as the forwards. Kyrie Irving out there with James Harden. And it's Claxton in at the 5. And it's the Clippers on the break to tie it up. And George lays it in. And that makes it a tie ball game.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
Harden against Jackson. Harris on the wing. Takes a 3. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
3 points.
Durant's got 6 assists in the game.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
George for 3. The rebound by the Nets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Durant. Back to Harris. Outside Durant. Three-pointer. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Leonard outside. The 3 is up. Claxton with a rebound.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Harden misses. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. The 3, George. The shot won't fall.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Irving, that's good.
Well, the team does a nice job supporting what Kyrie Irving does. I mean, they've got total trust in his abilities, so I think they work a lot harder to set him up.
Timeout called, the Clippers.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He's not happy with the amount of threes they've given up. He said, quote, if at least we were sending back some answers, but we're not. So expect a concerted effort to change that, guys.
2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Harden against Jackson. And he's going for the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleek.
Nice shot by George.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And the foul called on Paul George. That'll be a second foul of the game. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Go on the bucket. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
It's George on the wing. To the middle. Here's Zubac. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Harden. Nets keep it alive. On the wing, Durant. The three. And the Nets, another three.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Jackson, pass to Zubac. Leonard outside. Clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. Second chance effort. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
They keep piling on the assists, guys. They haven't cooled off any in that regard.
Well, it's been a super performance from beyond the arc, too. I mean, they've been raining in those threes.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Three-pointer. They get it back. Here's Zubac. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Tipped. Minute 32 left to play in the fourth. Leonard, good.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 shots to go during this fourth quarter. Irving. Out to Harris. Goes back up. Paul George pulls it in. George has got his 6th rebound on the night. Leonard against Harris. Leonard passes to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Over his career, Kawhi has become a willing passer. One of his many improvements since being drafted in 2011.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his 3rd foul so far.
Second team foul.
Outside Irving. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're losing by 2. There's 38 seconds left to play in the fourth. All right, guys, what's your take?
But there's enough time on the clock to go for a 2-for-1.
Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and it's not surprising. He's really going at the defense inside throughout the entire game. Just showing the D no mercy whatsoever. They constantly feeding him the ball, clearing out, and letting him do his thing.
Oh, so much on the line here.
And the crowd is locked in.
Leonard against Harris. Inside to tie it up. That shot, no good. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. And now we've got an intentional foul.
That's his fourth personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Brooklyn.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both. And it's a 4-point ball game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Leonard, double team. Irving against George. Back to Leonard. To the paint. Shakes him. The rebound by the Nets. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
No, you got to foul. It's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5.
Boy, what a journey it's been for Irving. An all-star, a champion. He's played on the U.S. national team. Even did a little acting along the way.
All but over now. Those free throws help seal the deal.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
This one belongs to Brooklyn. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment. But they stood tall and got the win.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie. Thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. We'll see you next time.